Thank you everyone. Hope you had nice lunch. So morning we just I gave the purpose about the GeneSport opening, but actually we wanted to start this for a reason, and that reason was actually our necessity. So I started an app development company. It's called AdaptPros 4 years ago, and one of the customers approached us that, can you guys develop mobile apps? This is about 2 years ago. And yeah, why not? I thought, it's very simple where I can go to the market and get the developer and do the app development within a day or two. But that was not true. Then what we decided is let's try to connect to a lot of people through many sites like, I don't even remember, these job sites where I can post a requirement and get the developers and get the work done. We didn't get any, okay? No responses at all. I had the project in hand, but I didn't have the developers. The same thing happened even 3 or 4 months after that. Okay, then we looked at even reaching out to a lot of these websites through Google, SEO, SMO, and contacted many people. Believe it or not, we didn't even approached by one person back. So the problem is, mobile apps is a buzzword. Everyone says they know the technology and they have the skills, but reality is it's not. Okay, it is a little difficult to understand, and you need some investment to make and learn so that you can make good apps. Okay, so at that point we decided that let's look at developing our own developers. Okay, by giving a couple of computers and all. We found that even getting Apple computer in India was a big deal that time. And we tried to lease it and all that. It didn't happen. It was so expensive. Then suddenly we realized, okay, why don't we even start GeneSport and make mobile developers available so that even enterprises and even ourselves who can use these developers and develop the apps. Okay, that's the reason why GeneSport started. Okay, and we realized that if we do quality training and give very good infrastructure, and obviously we'll be successful in the market. So today I'm going to address, in this session, I'm going to address mobile apps developers crunch. How do you address that issue, and how GeneSport can help to do this. Okay. So just behind this picture, I just wanted to even tell about another story. Recently, we were approached by one of the big companies saying that, I got a project. I need the developers in next 5 hours. Okay, this is the price. I don't care, what you do. Get me the developers. Okay, then we try to convince them that, it is not that easy to get these guys. Okay, so you need to relax. Okay. Otherwise, you are going to make mistakes and deliver the project. So what? Finally, it will fail. But they say, okay, we are getting a lot of developers from this side, that side, and all this. Okay, go for it. Believe them and develop the apps, and you will know the outcome. So that's another story, and people are in top IT positions today in most of the companies. Everyone is struggling how to get these good guys and develop the apps, even solutions for their existing customers. So mobile apps development area is pretty new, particularly for the smartphone area. I would say just maybe 18 months. Since last 18 months, it has taken a new turn. And previously, there were applications which were mainly developed on web technology. And today, our focus is mainly on smartphones. Okay, we are focusing on Apple iPhone and Google Android mainly, and we will be getting into Windows and BlackBerry very soon. So our focus is only smart technologies, the new technologies, not the old Symbian, those technologies at all. So there are lots of companies needing these technologies today. Okay, so these are the key players. Okay, and very soon, as I said, by 2014, this industry is going to be $40 billion industry throughout the world. I'm sure many IT companies will need mobile developers sooner or later. So be ready. If you are even anticipating a project, do your planning well so that you will have developers on time. And at the same time, GeneXport can help you to source your project needs and even give the people on contracting basis. So this is the demand versus supply. Okay, so there are lots of apps being developed, and the revenues are really surging, and there is a gap between supply and demand. So how do we fill that gap? Our goal is to fill that gap as much as we can. Okay, so we are doing our best to train the developers and make the developers available for the market. So the most of the platforms would be iPhone, Android, Windows, and BlackBerry. That's our focus. Where is the action today? Okay, there are lots of, this industry is actually now today $8 billion industry, but where is the action? Today, most of these apps are being built in US, and these developers are in US, 43,000 iPhone app developers and 11,000, and that is growing a lot, okay, because Android is open source system. The number of developers in India are very, very low, okay. So our goal is to make this pool available for the companies, okay. So in spite of being one of the biggest IT hubs today, for IT, India is the synonym, okay. But in the mobile apps development area, we are really lagging, okay. We don't have so many app developers. I would say, I read the article just a year ago. Rediff mentioned that there are only 1,000 developers for this big country. Okay, so obviously there is a clear need, okay, that there are developers need to be available in this. So why are we lagging? Okay, it's lack of awareness about mobile platforms. This is pretty new and emerging technology. That's one thing. And number two, there are less number of smartphones available in India, so that people don't know what's happening. And there are not many experienced developers who can tell other people, and lack of educational resources. Even if you want to learn, there are not many training centers or even people who can train you well. And last point is very expensive. If you want to buy the computer by yourself, the Apple computer, which will cost you $60,000, and to test that you need to buy an iPod or iPhone, which will cost you another $15,000. So for a normal student, buying all these things, it's not going to happen. Okay, so those are the biggest problems we have in today's current market. So hope GeneXport is really helping some of the people who want to learn, this mobile app development, and helping them to get to that level. And obviously, in the morning I mentioned the converging technology. The dumb phones and smartphones. The smartphones are increasing a lot, and regular phones are going away. So obviously, there will be a lot of demand for smartphone and the features, apps available on that. And we see that future. We see that it is coming in the future. Okay, but we are making our centers ready in most of the locations to meet that demand. So how GeneXport can help? Okay, if you have a project or anything, plan well. Okay, plan in advance. That's one thing. But if you come to us, we can just offer the structured training based on your needs. We can train the people, by even customizing the curriculum, or we can train the people even regular classroom sessions. And we have online portal coming very soon, and we will offer the training, but it will be for global audience, I'm sure, or in the corporate people, but I'm sure we will be blocking that in India because of our franchising model. And passion to make future mobile app developers. You see, whatever you are seeing, the presentations, videos, everything, that's done in-house. Okay, our staff did it. So we have very good passion and good team in place to make these app developers really, successful in short amount of time. And we have association with major mobile domain companies like Android, Apple, anyone can buy it, but there is a process where you need to be certified and get that certification to make the apps. And expertise in app development and Web 2.0. Anyway, our development company started 4 years ago, where we have a lot of web knowledge, and we can apply that to mobile technology also. So our methodology goes beyond just a textbook, okay, and we give real-time projects and real-time applications so that people can learn and be production ready and get a nice job. Our differentiators are, there are lots of training centers, and even some people are there who can give the training. Guess what? They don't even have infrastructure, teaching, and you will be sweating while you're learning, okay? And at the same time, they don't have real-time application or the facilities to provide hands-on experience. Being associated with our own development company, AdaptPros, that can be overcome very easily. So the apps, whatever I'm going to show today, these were developed combinedly with my staff, AdaptPros staff, and the students. So the students also are learning about the real-time applications and actual customers and their interaction. Interacting with them will make them, industry ready. And we have lots of experience in many technologies, and it's very easy for us to connect the dots, okay? And all our management team is in IT with business management skills. So that gets a lot of value into this. And the project, whatever I see, in the morning someone mentioned that how do we monetize these applications? That is the first question we ask ourselves, okay? Every app should be reviewed by me and my team. And if we are convinced that there is enough room to make money, then only we'll develop these applications. And then only we upload them to the App Store. Otherwise, we just keep them as a practice application, or just, it will be for the reference. That's it. So share a cab. Any cab company can buy that, okay? Or if a cab company wants to become on my network, they have to pay us. Even the customers who is downloading, they have to pay us. So there are many ways where we can make money on that. But the key thing is to make the app popular. Once it is popular, money automatically comes, okay? And the same thing with OTStar. Today, probably everyone must be spending 5 rupees for SMS text to vote your favorite star. This is going to be free. And if I wanted to vote a guy who is doing Indian Idol from America, I couldn't do it because I was not on the network. So this one is global, OTStar app, what we showed in the morning. And we can charge less money than regular SMS. And whoever is going to put their programs on my app, they will pay me. So those are lots of ways where we can monetize. So believe it or not, we think about that every day, how to monetize this. And full demand, the final point is there will be demand for mobile app developers. We can fulfill the need. Enterprise level strategies. Okay, for all these stories what I told, what do you do? How do you plan so that your projects will not fail and you will be making your customers happy? I would say don't rush into this thinking that it is same as web application development, okay? You are going to lose time, customer satisfaction, and the money. Do the planning well. Make sure that you have the right kind of people. If someone is coming with 5 years of experience in smartphone marketing, smartphone app development, don't believe them. This industry is just 18 months to 2-year-old. If you find any guy saying that more than 2 years experience in this technology, don't believe him, okay? So I would say plan well and train the people, either your own people, or you can come to us and say, I need 5 or 10 people for my project. Can you staff it? So we are very happy to take very good people from the market and train them and make them ready for our projects. Okay, that's one of our core competencies. And enterprises have to go through the process of hiring and training again. This 3 to 6 months seems to be very big, but if you go to the market and try to find these people, you will not find. After 2 months also, you will realize, oh, I had to do the same thing. So better, if anyone is planning to do enterprise level applications, anyone from the big corporations, better plan accordingly and don't waste time and try to develop the people to develop your applications. And we can source industry ready candidates for our specific needs. And being a lot of franchises, having a lot of franchises in India and even our own center, we get to train a lot of people every month. Okay, so there is ample amount of supply where we can give it to you. But after 1 year, you may find enough resources in the market. But as I mentioned in the morning, today apps, tomorrow OS, after that mobile advertising, mobile security. This is not going to stop. The training process is going in such a way that we change our curriculum, and even every single week we get a new version of Android or iOS. So this is a continuous process. This is evolving. This is emerging. So we have to deal with those changes. And Geniusport is always making our efforts to make it current and keep the guys up to date. The staffing solutions, we can help in many ways. We can send a guy, we can send one resource to multiple resources. As I said, it is not just a training company. We have the backbone of Adaptpros, where we have great development experience. So we can even take your projects. Let's say if your customer, out of the blue comes to you and say, can you develop this app for me? You can contact us and we will do that project for you as a turnkey model and deliver it to you with quality. And our customer retention is so high. We had developed so many applications. I will show you a few of those now. And I commit and I strongly believe that we never ever disappointed any customers. Our customer retention is so high and satisfaction is so good. So for project resources, project-wise execution or single resources or multiple resources, we are there to help you. And we have lots of associations with recruiting companies, even colleges, corporations, so that they will also be able to help us or help them to staff the project needs. So these are the few apps we had developed. One is RCB, that's for Royal Challengers Bangalore team, and T20, American. These are not the apps where we can make a lot of money, but these are the things we had done in the beginning of the cycle. Okay. With that, I'm going to conclude my session. Thank you for attending.